What is up, everyone? Nick here. Welcome to the show. If you're new, thanks for coming back. If you're not, we have a jam-packed episode, a lot to cover here. We're going to be looking at NIO's massive day on the markets and what catalyzed this, specifically watching a new deal they just signed with their affiliates at JAC Motors, what this new deal means for the company moving forward. We're going to be talking about their new digital key, some other minor news coming out, and ultimately talking about where their share prices could land within the next few weeks. Have we finally reached the bottom of their share slide and the continued sell-off? Let's find out. Before we get to it today, Webull is giving out 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850. You do not want to miss out on this deal. You could trade before and after hours markets. They are 0% commission. It really is a win-win. Anyways, everyone, let's jump right into it. Alright, so let's start off by taking a look at their shares. We had a massive day on the markets, their shares surging in valuation. This after a previous rocky few weeks. Remember, it's always best to zoom out and think of the big picture, and important to not get too focused on the minute day-to-day shifts. However, let's just bask in this one for a moment. As I've been saying for quite some time now, I do think NIO will be a main player in the EV space for years to come, and I do think triple digits in 2022 is a possibility. I will have a full breakdown of this coming out in a few days, so make sure you subscribe. NIO's shares were up over 5% on the day, up $1.83, 5.37% on the day. We saw the markets roar back today. Tesla was up on the day. NASDAQ was up on the day. Finally, some optimism in the macro markets. Now, what's causing this? Why is there so much bullish sentiment? If you've been watching my channel for some time now, you will know that late May was an important milestone for the company. This is when their previous JAC contract was coming to a close, and the company needed to disband, renew, or increase their partnership with their manufacturing arm. Now, NIO has been running into recent turmoil with their ability to meet demand, and this is largely due to chip supply. However, just today, the company has announced it will not only renew its JAC contract, but the production will be doubled, yes, doubled, at their pre-existing facility. This is absolutely massive for the company moving forward. And before we get into the details, this right off the top highlights a few key points I want to talk about. It firstly signifies that the demand for NIO is indeed growing. The city of Hefei is currently underway in building the new NIO Park, which will have the capacity to deliver over 1 million units per year. Much of this is speculated to be NIO vehicles. This is the largest EV facility on the entire globe, to put things into perspective and to really show NIO's future potential. Now, in conjunction with NIO Park, with today's announcement, they are increasing their JAC Motors capacity to 240,000 units per year. And this is just at their JAC Motors facility. This brings NIO's total annual delivery capacity up to a ballpark of around 1.3 million units. And that's a conservative estimation. With these 2 new production increases, investors and analysts are really gaining perspective into just how big this company is anticipating on becoming and in such a short period of time. Now, a lot of people have been talking about the fact that this JAC extension signifies that NIO is indeed abandoning all intentions of becoming vertically integrated. And I tend to disagree with this statement. Yes, the company is strengthening ties and renewing their partnership with JAC. However, I do not think this is in any way, shape, or form a bad move for the company. They are still relatively small, and at this point in time can really benefit from third parties. In this way, NIO can offset a lot of their upfront costs and hold on to their war chest for the time being for other ventures, such as their aggressive push into the European market. The city of Hefei is also covering the NIO Park facility costs, so this is not going to affect NIO's cash position. I'm just really ecstatic about all of these developments. Us long-term, steadfast investors needed some very bullish sentiment, and this is definitely it. Li Bin himself shot down disapprovals from 2018 about the joint affiliation and has really single-handedly proven the functionality of an outsourcing model. He stated that, quote, "Now that 3 years have passed and we've sold so many cars, no one is questioning this at all. In this new agreement, NIO will hold minority stake at 49%, in which JAC will again be responsible for parts assembly and operations management, while NIO remains responsible for research and development, supply chain management, the manufacturing technology itself, quality management, and assurance. So basically still overseeing the entire operation, while JAC is simply building, so no real changes here as expected. Now, going into the details here, the new JAC extension will continue building the ES8, ES6, and EC6, and will now officially be building their newest sedan, the ET7, releasing in Q1 of 2022. We have already seen the first model come off the line, which puts it right onto schedule, and as the semiconductor shortage begins to mitigate itself, I am very eager to see what kind of numbers the company is able to achieve moving into Q3, Q4, and especially Q1 2022. NIO's current monthly production is 10,000 units. However, with the current supply strain, the company is aiming for just north of 7,000 units per month. Again, I do think we are still in the thick of this supply strain. I don't think we'll dip below 7,000 units per month, and there are reports coming out of China that supply is expected to catch up to demand in the short term. However, we will have to follow the story extremely closely. Now, this arrangement is, in my opinion, a must-have for NIO currently. I don't think it was the time for them to move into becoming vertically integrated. There are just too many uncertainties, and this is a really great way for the company to minimize risks and benefit from scale and manufacturing efficiency. Now, moving into some other news, we know NIO is rapidly expanding its partnerships with big-name Chinese companies. This has been a huge story as of late. The Chinese smartphone powerhouse OPPO and NIO have officially completed development of their next-gen digital car key, the first of its kind. This will allow for a digital car key on OPPO phones or watches within the Wallet app. So basically, NIO users with an OPPO phone wouldn't even have to carry car keys anymore, a really fascinating development. They can essentially unlock and start their vehicles all from their phones or watches. OPPO chose NIO as the first automotive partner in this development, just another example of NIO really pushing the boundaries in innovation and partnerships, transforming the environment faster than the rest of the pack, a feature of the company that lured me into them in the first place. Now, in other news, we also see Li Bin talking about the success the company has found in the luxury sphere, a place I believe the company will stay in for the foreseeable future. They see more upside in utilizing the latest technology and best battery systems in the luxury sphere, something that the economy market cannot harness. Li states that NIO has been relatively successful in gaining a foothold in the mainstream premium market, not quite a firm foothold, but sort of a squeeze-in. There are reports that NIO's next sedan after the ET7 could be priced less than the ET7, and although I do think this is likely, I do not think by any means that the company is anticipating on entering the economy market. I do think they have a much better chance at success within the luxury sphere. It's a market they have dominated and moved into with ease, and there is much less competition here for the company. Now, moving to their valuations, I do think shares will continue to see rocky roads ahead in the next couple of weeks. I by no means think we're out of the woods yet, and this is strictly due to the semiconductor shortage itself. Not any fundamental wrongdoing by NIO, but I do think we'll see this volatility throughout much of Q2 and 3. However, we'll begin to exit nearing Q4 of this year. I am currently still a hold. However, there is just too much uncertainty in the markets for me to go in at these current valuations. This news coming out today is indeed great. We did need some big news, and for once, the company seems to be trading up on good news. I don't know what it is about the stock that it likes to trade down on good news days, but it's nice to see it actually in line with the briefings. Anyways, everyone, I will have more updates throughout the week. Make sure you subscribe, smash that like button. Don't forget about the Webull promo. 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850. All you have to do is 1, sign up, 2, open an account, and 3, deposit in at least $100 using the link in my description. You do not want to sleep on this one, guys. Who doesn't like free stocks and free money? Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Happy trading. Cheers.